remember, we just can't forget behind every number is a person. Every number is a person and a family that supports that person. And we have to remember that every single time. So that's the best thing to say to your family and friends when they're asking you about this budget. Who is paying for this? Low paid women and their kids and their kids' kids, because this is the generational impact that happens from low wages.
My sort of last question, more of an observation. Barb, I've been watching you through this conversation and you seem shattered. You seem like I'm saying, like, no, you seem like it seems heavy on you. And what you've just said there, I'm like, at what point do you genuinely feel this is too much? Like, you're a mum of about 300 kids or something, but like, how do you kind of keep going through? Because this looks heavy on you. Does it feel heavy on you? And if it does, what do you do with that?
Well, that's because I'm their voice, right? You know, when I'm speaking to me, and I've had, I think, almost 10 rounds of media today. When I'm speaking to media, I'm carrying the voice of those 180,000 workers, plus the 170 who've been cut, plus those 61,000 families who are now getting less. So in some ways, it is a heavy burden to carry because you carry their voice. But at the same time, my belly's on fire because that's why I came here. It wasn't about my kids. My kids are fine. It's about the opportunities for all those other kids who don't have the same opportunities as my kids. Because I was brought up with the government and with through government policies that meant that me, a child on the benefit, didn't fall through it was brought up on the benefit, didn't fall through the cracks, and could become a tax lawyer. So you have to remember that every day when you come into this place. And today, I was remembering all those hundreds of thousands of people who are basically getting shafted by this budget, and I'm doing this for them, and they're fueling me as well.
I think you've just found your positioning statement for the election next year, there, Barb. Wouldn't you say, Chewie?
Yes, the economy is people. It's not graphs. We love a
That's
graph,
good.
but we love a graph. But yes, the economy is people. The stats are people. They are lives that are going to get better, or they are lives that are going to get worse. I was a kid that grew up in another period of economic disorder. I very much remember my mum losing her job for the IRD and my dad losing his job in the freezing works in the coal stores of Timaru. And I remember what that meant for me as a kid, seeing our dinners change. Whether I got an after school snack or not. And I saw that reflected in other kids at school going through exactly the same thing, because that was the socio-economic area that school served. And I'm sure at that point as well, there were finance ministers going, well, there's hard choices got to be made. And someone gave me this book that says neoliberalism is the solution. And we're still dealing with the scars of that time and what happened afterwards with Ruth Richardson. And I think what we have here is we've given neoliberalism a good go for 40 years, and it's delivered us here. And here is not a good place to be. We need to break the wheel. We need some brave choices that just really front foot the people of New Zealand. And that is the focus. If the people are fed, if the people are educated, if the people are healthy, if the people have money in their pocket, then our economy is good. I think with neoliberalism, it comes backwards, that if we follow these steps to keep business happy, to keep the wealthy happy, to keep people's property portfolio stacked, then that flows down to the people and they're happy. It doesn't work like that. We have decades of proof that it doesn't work like that. So are we going to put a new coat of paint on the wheel, or are we going to break it and build something better?